guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. So this video is very random. I have been thinking about this topic for a while now. I have tweeted about it a few times. I've seen so many arguments online about this topic of swatches, and so I decided I was finally going to just sit down and talk about it and give you my opinion on this. If you guys are not interested in this kind of video, rest assured my reviews are still coming. I just really felt like I needed to talk about this from a consumer standpoint and also a social media influencer standpoint. I'm hoping that I can help you guys kind of understand what you're seeing when you're shopping online and when you're browsing Instagram and some brands' pages and advertisements and things like that. I just want you guys to have a clear vision when it comes to what you're being shown. So hopefully this video will help you guys in that aspect. So obviously you can see by the title we're going to be talking about swatches, but I also have a really exciting giveaway in this video. I am so excited to share this with you guys. As I told you in my last video, I'm going to be trying to put a giveaway into all of my uploads in December just to give back to you guys for supporting my channel, and I just appreciate you guys so much. So I'm really excited for this one. So if you guys have been following me for a while, one of my favorite skincare brands ever is Sol de Janeiro. So they actually reached out to me and they want to give 3 of my subscribers $350 to their website. So 3 of you guys are going to be able to go on a shopping spree with Sol de Janeiro. I brought out a few of my favorite products to just show you the brand if you haven't heard of it yet. It is Sol de Janeiro, and they are famous for their Bum Bum Cream, which is supposed to tighten your skin and kind of reduce signs of cellulite. I love this. It smells amazing, and I was so excited when they released the body spray version of this. So these 2 products are my all-time favorites from Sol de Janeiro. I've talked about them so many times in the past. And also, if you are a little bit more active and you love to work out, one of my favorite body creams from them is a little bit lighter. It's not that thick cream like the Bum Bum Cream. This one is very moisturizing and light. So these are my top 3 recommendations, but I also really love their shower gel. I just go through it really fast. But anyways, I'm just excited to be able to share this with you guys. So if you guys want to enter to win, I'm going to have the rules down below in the description box. So firstly, unfortunately, this is only open to United States residents. This is hosted by Sol de Janeiro, so that is their choice. I like to do international giveaways, so if you are international, I'm really sorry, but keep an eye out for all of my giveaways that are hosted by myself because I always make sure to make them international. But this one is for US residents only. First things first, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's so easy. Just hit that subscribe button. It's free and you will be notified of my uploads. Second rule is you have to thumbs up this video for me, so just give it a quick little like. And then rule number 3, I need you guys to follow myself and Sol de Janeiro on Instagram and leave a comment on this video. So go ahead and leave me a comment on this video telling me why you want to win this giveaway, and be sure to include your Instagram handle so that the brand can make sure that you followed all of the rules, and that is it. But I will have all of the rules listed in the description box in case that was confusing at all. So good luck to you guys. I can't wait to pick some winners and have you guys go on a crazy shopping spree. So thank you for all of your support, and let's get into the topic of today's video. So I have so many things to talk about when it comes to swatches, and I really don't want to ramble on all over the place. I'm not used to talking about a topic on my channel. I usually am doing reviews, so I apologize if I'm all over the place, but we just need to talk about this. So this applies to any swatches that you guys see. A lot of them you will see on Instagram. It applies to my own swatches. It applies to YouTube. It applies to your favorite brand's website. And I see this all the time. And I know that a lot of what I'm going to say is common sense, but also a lot of people have no idea. So I just want to clarify to you guys that swatches are so inaccurate, it's not even funny. So I know that a lot of you guys watching from home and scrolling Instagram are seeing these swatches and thinking, wow, that is the most pigmented product I have ever seen. It looks absolutely beautiful. It's gonna look beautiful on my eyes or my lips or my face, whatever the product may be. You're judging it from a swatch that literally has nothing to do with the performance of the product at all. So when your favorite beauty influencer or your favorite brand owner or anybody swatches a product and shows it to you guys in a professional photograph, a lot of the time it is so built up. It's like 20 swatches in one, made to look like it's one swipe. This is usually never the case. Now, I know that there are a lot of people that do accurate swatches, and I'm not saying that they're inaccurate, but you really cannot judge the performance of a product on a swatch at all. So this applies to myself, this applies to my friends, this applies to literally everybody. The only thing that you should be taking from a swatch when you see it is the color and sometimes the texture. Other than that, you are really not judging a product on its pigmentation, because it could be 12 layers, it could be 1 layer, it could be just Photoshop. And I hate to say it, but some people do Photoshop their swatches. I can honestly say to you guys that I have never Photoshopped a swatch in my life. But there are so many people that I see doing it on Instagram, and it's honestly very, very sad, because it's just even more inaccurate than a regular swatch itself. And also, a lot of brands are guilty of this. Sometimes they are just trying to do their best to show you an accurate color, but when you see a swatch or like a drip or something like that on a brand's website, and it's the same exact marking but it's all different colors, that is Photoshop. So I know that they're just trying to be helpful, but you cannot judge a product on a swatch no matter what. So I just want to be able to tell you guys this, because I feel like it's a consumer problem that I'm seeing all the time. I see it in the comments on swatch videos all the time. In most recent history, I feel like the controversy over the Jaclyn Hill palette has to do with the fact that people think that they can judge a palette off of swatches, when in reality, that's not what you're judging. You're not judging the performance of the eyeshadow, you're judging the color and the texture. So you have to remember that, because everybody is going to have a different amount of pressure when they apply. They're going to have a bias. If they want to like something, if they want to dislike something, it's so easy to make it look the way you want it to look. So unless you are swatching a product in a store yourself and you're judging it for yourself, a lot of the time you're probably going to be disappointed if you see these beautiful pigmented swatches. And I'm not trying to call anybody out, but the most recent example of this that I have for you guys is with the Kylie Nice and Naughty palettes. Those palette swatches before they released looked like liquid lipstick swatches, and that is eyeshadow. So I know for a fact that those eyeshadows were just wiped and wiped and wiped and wiped until it was just built up to the pigmentation of a liquid lipstick. It did not even look real when I saw them, and I was talking to my best friend about it, and we were just like, I don't know, like, you just can't judge off of those swatches. It's just becoming a useless art. And I love doing swatches. I love showing swatches on Instagram and doing lip swatches and all of that. And I do feel like they can be beneficial, but like I said, it's just for the color. It's just to compare it against a skin tone and a simple, like, what does this look like on another person? And another thing you have to keep in mind, because I see another argument all the time, is finger versus brush swatches. And it just makes me so frustrated every time I see this argument, because you guys know I do finger swatches, I don't do brush swatches, and brush swatches have become a total craze. But in my humble opinion, they are so useless. I feel like all swatches are useless, as you guys know from the way that I'm talking, but a brush swatch on your soft little arm, like, it's so inaccurate, because when you are building up product in the crease of your eye or on the lid of your eye, it's this sensitive, thin little eyelid, and you're using different kinds of brushes. You're using blending brushes to place the color. You want to place it lightly, not heavy, not as heavy as you possibly can, unless it's like a lid color, but I just don't see the benefit. And I'm not trying to offend anybody. I feel like everybody will judge makeup however they want, but I just feel like there's so many misconceptions out there, and it's nobody's fault, but I just feel like from my own perspective, like building up these swatches to make them look beautiful and showing you guys pigment of products and trying to be as unbiased as I can and getting all this feedback from you guys, because I know what other videos you are watching and I know what you're judging your decisions off of, and I just don't want you to be disappointed when you come home and that swatch is just not what you thought it would be. Anybody can make a product look good if they want to make it look good, and anybody can make a product look bad if they want to make it look bad. So something I think we need to be focused on a little bit more, and I feel like it's a dying thing on YouTube, is more of the tutorials. I want to see how these products apply to the eyes. I want to see how they look on your face. I really love lip swatches because at least you can see how it looks on the skin, on the face, not on the arm. And like I said, I love doing swatches myself. I'm gonna continue to do them, but I want you guys to look at my swatches and see the beautiful colors against my skin tone, and that's it. Don't look at that thick swatch and think, oh my god, I only have to swipe it once and I'm gonna have this beautiful pigmentation, because a lot of the time that is just inaccurate. I try to show you guys different versions of swatches because I feel like they're so inaccurate. So a lot of the time I will try to do just one simple swipe of a liquid lipstick just so you guys can see the pigmentation on its own. But a lot of the time, myself and others, we will build up the pigment so that you guys can really see the color. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but from a consumer standpoint, you just need to be careful and be aware of what you're looking at. Now, I've had a lot of questions on my Instagram and also just floating around the internet on how you get perfectly clean swatches. Like, how do these swatches that people are painting on their arms come out looking like mermaids and moons and stars? And that is stencils. So another thing that you need to be aware of is that's a stencil that they're filling in with product, as much product as they can, and then they're pulling the stencil away. It's literally an illusion. Nobody is an artist and actually like painting these things on. Not that I've seen so far. When you see those perfect clean lines, they're either a stencil or Photoshop, and Photoshop is the worst. I feel like that is so deceiving. If you are adding color from Photoshop, then you are just taking away the whole point of a swatch altogether, and I feel like that is so wrong. I feel like with brands it's a little bit different because they want their website to be clean, they want every swatch to look the same, and they're trying to put out an accurate representation of the color. As long as you guys know that those swatches are not real, then I'm happy. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Those foundation swatches, a lot of the time, are not real. They are photoshopped, and those little perfect like squirts of product that you see the color, they're not real, and you guys just need to know that before you get it in your hands and you're like, what is this? Now, I feel like I'm super repetitive and I'm not sure if this is even helpful for you guys, but I just feel like it's so important to realize that advertising is just, a lot of the time it's deceiving, and I'm not ever trying to deceive you guys. I just don't want you guys to take a swatch that I show you or that anybody shows you and think for sure, like, that was one swipe, that's gonna look exactly the same on me, because you are going to be in for a lot of disappointment. Say if you see those Kylie eyeshadows and you think that that's gonna look like that on your eye, it's not going to look like that on your eye. So an arm swatch of an eyeshadow, an arm swatch of a lipstick, just look at it for what it is. It's for the color and sometimes the texture, like if it's glittery, metallic, stuff like that, but it's not going to help you realize how it's going to look on your eyes, on your lips. You don't know if that liquid lipstick is going to crack on your lips in 12 hours just by looking at a perfect little tape swatch. You don't know. So I hope that this maybe just opens your eyes a little bit when it comes to looking at swatches on YouTube and Instagram and just everywhere online, because it's just kind of crazy. Like, advertising is getting a little bit out of control when it comes to makeup brands, and you guys know I love makeup. I love looking at swatches, but something just bothers me so much when I see a photoshopped swatch, and I'm not calling anybody out on it. It's just, I will never Photoshop my swatches. So just know that it just bothers me so much. It's so against the point of what we're doing. And I know that a lot of people want to be perfect and they want to get every single brand's attention, and it's just, it gets to a point where it's like, who do you care about more, the brands or your audience? Because I want my audience to be happy, and that's why I'm getting on here and I'm telling you guys that swatches are not accurate, and so many of my videos are about swatches because I just don't care. Like, I'm not photoshopping anything, I'm not trying to deceive you guys, but a lot of the time swatches on their own can be deceiving. And a lot of people push so hard into the product just to show you the color, which is what I do. I will try my best to get as much as I can so that you guys on camera can see the color, but that doesn't mean that when you pick up your brush and you pat it onto your eye, it's gonna be this beaming, like super pigmented color. You have to work with product to get it to look a certain way, especially on your face. So I'm always going to try to be as honest and open with you guys about the products that I try. And I also want to do more tutorials. They are hard for me because a lot of people don't watch them and they take way more work, but I feel like they are more beneficial in the long run when it comes to how you actually use a product and how it actually performs on your face. So I'm really not trying to be super negative or anything. I don't know why this is so important to me, but if you guys want to start a discussion down in the comments below, then I would love to talk to you or talk to each other. I love having these kind of debates or just discussions. Just talk about your feelings about this topic. Does it bother you? Is it something that you already knew? It might be common sense to a lot of people, and I already know that. I'm not trying to sound stupid, but I just feel like a lot of people ask me about my own swatches, and I see these arguments all over Twitter and Instagram, and it's just like, not worth it, you guys. Like, it's just makeup. We need to look at it for what it is. You all know what it's like to swatch a product so heavily, and the difference between that and what it actually looks like on your face. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic down below. If you guys did like this video, please give it a thumbs up for me. I know it's totally different and so random and repetitive. I like to be repetitive. Don't forget to enter my giveaway. This is probably the biggest giveaway that I have ever done on my channel. Thank you so much to Sol de Janeiro for doing this giveaway for my subscribers. I am so grateful. I love any chance to give back to you guys. You support me on so many levels and you get me through so much in my own personal life, and I just can't wait to pick the winners, and I'm so excited for you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. All of the rules will be in the description box, like I said, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys about this topic. It's so controversial, but I kind of just, I don't know why I care, but I do. But anyways, please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I put out new videos every single week. Go ahead and follow me on Snapchat if you don't already. I'm going on a little mini vacation, and then when I get back, it's just gonna be Christmas mayhem. So if you guys wanna keep up to date with me, I will be trying to Snapchat as much as I can during this crazy holiday time. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye.